live from the Grand Bahama Games down in 8 Mile Rock Gymnasium. We are at one of the opening ceremonies. We got volleyball between Central and East Grand Bahama. So my name is Andrew Williams. If you're tuning in, it's the first time tuning into Off the Bench. Thank you. I'm alongside my co-host Big Mix.
What's happening? What's happening? Ladies and gentlemen, don't adjust your screens. The man, you are hearing correct. The man said we are here at the 8 Mile Rock Gym and we are dealing with volleyball.
Hello.
The first discipline out the gates for the Grand Bahama Games.
Hello. And this is your first time tuning in. This is Off the Bench, sports podcast. We cover every sport within the island of Grand Bahama. We try to cover all behaviors everywhere they go. We're on YouTube, of course. If you're watching on YouTube, and we're powered by Superior Talk. So we also about we didn't talk about our producer much, Max. We got to talk about our producer today.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
he found a way to get us down here. He said that, hey, you know what? The Grand Bahama Games are going on. We got to get down there and we got to do some screaming.
Yes.
Let the people know that, hey, the Grand Bahama Games is going on. Volleyball has started, and we here in 8 Mile Rock. And if you're not here, I don't know where else we should be.
Yeah, we got an energetic crowd in here today.
We here, and East End Raccoons are going up against the Central
Grand Bahama Braves.
Braves.
I gotcha. Central.
You see what I'm saying?
I got it.
It's a heated game right now. The score is 5-7.
Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, East is in the orange, I guess we call it next, neon orange, and Central will be in the green. I got some names for you, so let's talk a little bit about the Grand Bahama Games and what all we should expect during these games, Mix.
So in the Grand Bahama Games, they're doing volleyball,
Right.
they're doing basketball,
Right.
they're doing softball, they're doing baseball, they're doing soccer.
Nice. And there's the schedule that's right on the flyer too if you haven't seen it. So November 3rd to 7th is volleyball, which we're currently at. Today the games are as followed. First off, out of the bat, we got Women's Central versus East Grand Bahama. Pine Ridge will be playing Central Grand Bahama shortly after 7:45. That game's supposed to start. East Grand Bahama versus Pine Ridge. Women will be playing Central Grand Bahama versus East Grand Bahama men, and then the feature game will be Pine Ridge versus Central Grand Bahama men at 10 p.m. So we had a lot of action for you tonight here at the Grand Bahama at 8 Mile Rock Gymnasium. Next, I gotta say, whoever did the refurbishment is either I don't know if they watch plenty HGT at HGTV or not, but the hair looking nice, man.
Yeah, this is a very nice gym. So if you haven't been in here yet, please come on down and come and enjoy the atmosphere.
This definitely the nice. You know, from 8 Mile Rock, right, Mix?
Oh Lord, no,
This
this
definitely the nicest gym in Grand Bahama.
No,
by far, this is the nicest
ladies
gym
and
in Grand Bahama.
gentlemen, also we would be remiss if we don't give a congratulations out to the Grand Bahama Sport Council who was able to pull these Grand Bahama games off.
Correct.
They're led by Darrell Ware, who's the chairman, and also Ricardo Lightpoint, the vice chair. So
He's in the building tonight, Mix. Let's see if we can. It'd be great if we
Yeah,
get an interview with him. You know, this is Colin. So he shouldn't be shy.
So if you haven't seen Ricardo Lightpoint on TV in a long time, do you expect to get Ricardo Lightpoint on the show today?
So which discipline you most excited to see tonight, Mix? Which consistency you represented? And if you're not unfamiliar with the Grand Bahama Games, and if you're unfamiliar with the Grand Bahama Games, the way it's scheduled, it's slated is whichever constituency you voted in your last or wherever you live in, that's the constituency you playing for. So Mix live in West End and I live in East End. We be in two different constituencies and we'll be playing against each other. And you have to be in that constituency for more than 6 months, correct?
Yeah, you have to be living in that constituency for more than 6 months for you to be eligible to play in that constituency. So right now we have at serving Lisi. She's a tremendous athlete. She plays flag football, she plays basketball, she plays softball. Now She's playing volleyball.
As she
And it's
sings.
so amazing. It's so amazing that you would say you have to
does
live in
every
that
day.
consistency. Lisi is playing in Central, and her sisters, two of her sisters are playing in Marco City for Marco City Bulldogs.
Oh man, that should be fireworks. That's gonna be fireworks, and every last one of them are really good in volleyball. The first nice serve by her, second one straight down the middle.
So the Grand Bahama Sporting Committee is, if you didn't know, is built up of a lot of the presidents from other disciplines in Grand Bahama.
Okay,
So they have the president of basketball on the sports council board.
I know that
They have
fella.
the president of softball
I know that guy too.
on the board. They have the president of track and field on there.
Okay, okay,
They have the president of boxing on there.
all right.
Uh, one of the they have the vice president of volleyball on there.
Okay.
Um, it's a lot. It's a lot of. It's
And how is the board? And how is the board? How active is the board? Like, what's the duties of the board members? What?
well.
How are they able to pull this off?
Well,
Like,
right now, the board comes convenes every year that right before the Bahama games.
okay.
Right before the Bahama games. So what they do, they come and they do the Grand Bahama games so they can to help select players and teams that will travel to the Bahamas games. So you're not just playing for bragging rights for your area at this point.
You're playing
also
for
playing
a
for a
roster spot and
to play in the Bahama games.
Nice.
You no longer go against your constituencies or the members on your island. Now you have to go against all islands in the Bahamas.
Nice. All right, so on top of representing whichever um, constituency you in, you also get to take it to the next level and go represent your island afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should be fireworks, man. And again, and what we're seeing there too, if you're just tuning in, what you're seeing there too, this is a mixture of very young and very experienced. I want a very experienced. So you could at any age you out here, you can participate. All depends on your skill level.
Yes.
And your level of fitness.
Yeah. So in the last showing of the Bahamas games, it said that a lot of the athletes that played in the Bahamas games the year before would have been more seasoned athletes, and they were kind of trying to push for the younger athletes to be a part of the Bahama games. So they said, you know what, we're gonna host the Grand Bahama game and see if we can get some of these younger generation so they can experience the Bahama games and what it means to represent your island or your constituency or you know.
And I think it made a splash. Some of the teams I'm seeing, I know some of the kids here, man, 10th, 11th grade. And volleyball tends to have some of the younger athletes there too. They peak at an early age in volleyball. So yeah, man, this is some exciting stuff. I'm so grateful that off the benches here, everybody tuning in. We haven't seen Grand Bahama games in the past 25 years or so, thanks. It's been a long time. I get to confirm that they. No, I just reached as a spring chicken. I only 25 myself, so I know.
Oh boy,
I wasn't around to see it. I hear, but
we definitely gonna ask the Carlo because the Carlo is one. The Carlo is one of those who's around a long time ago.
He's around in the first time Grand Bahama games.
I think the Carlo I think came up and died.
All right, so some of the players who you'll see are there.
So we have there was some technical difficulties with the buzzer at this time at the gym.
I wanted a game winner. I want to go off just like this for like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? I like it. I like it, Mix. That's just how I wanted a game winner. And I want to stay on. Let everybody leave the gym. I know this guy coming in. K6, volleyball legend. All right, so from Central Grand Bahama, some of the numbers that you've seen on here, I think I'm going to make some attempts to call some of these names, Mick. You know, this is always the funnest part for me.
Oh boy, here comes
So Angelica Ingram is number 24 for Central. Divine Williams, number 7. Elise Jean, she doesn't know my number. Emma Higgins, number 14. Daughter of Emmett Higgins, our friend of the show. Frida Schwartz, think that's at number 6. Sorry, Frida, I mentioned Kayla Wallace, Jada Russell, Juliet Brandon, Lena Johns, Priscilla Johns, Martha Edgecombe, we know Martha from softball. Tiara Williams is number 12, Sierra Cooper, and Talisa Clark is number 4.
So these volleyball games are going first to 17. So and it seems that East End would have won that one, win that set just now, Cap.
Yeah.
Don't be sad.
Uh-oh. So what they're doing is they're playing 2 sets and they're calculating the scores for each one of the games. So the first set would have been won by Central.
And Raccoons, no.
Now this is the second set. This has been won by Eastern Raccoons every time. But they're not totaling. They're not going to full rounds. They're only playing 2 sets for the essence of time. And then they're totaling the total points at the end of the tournament. So Tempest, Michaela Foster, Michelle Foster, Angela Page, Eva Grant Bury, Zari Ingram, Cindy Nelson, Sarah Wilker, Tamara Bullitt, Savannah Stiles, Naomi Wilson, and Charnel Rigby would have been a part of that East Grand Bahama Morocco team. Up next, we get Pine Ridge versus Central Grand Bahama Women. So Central Bahama get a quick rest, and they'll be right back at it. They got Pine Ridge next. Pine Ridge is coached by their coach, and it's the person in charge of that constituency. Will be
Pine Ridge?
For Pine Ridge, Ron Ferguson, right?
The Pine Ridge will be represented by no other than Ginger Moxie.
Okay.
She has her team rep for these games, which will be Coach Ronald Ferguson.
Okay, all right, cool. So that was my next question too. Like, how are the members of parliament, the constituency member leaders what is their involvement in each one of their teams? I know each one of them might not be a sports person per se. So Ginger would have get her sports guy, Ronald Ferguson.
Yeah. So each member of parliament. Let me first of all congratulate each member of parliament. They are present in these Grand Bahama games. However, like you say, they may will not be a big sports fanatic. So they have appointed their designated persons to rep them in these Grand Bahama games. And like I said, they've been on board. The MPs have purchased the shirts.
Nice.
They've been there in meetings with the sports council, hand in hand along the way to get these games up off the ground.
Okay.
So if you are interested, you have not made it yet a team, like I say, volleyball is going on now, and you want to be a part of these games. The persons you can reach out for instance, Pine Ridge would be with Ronald Ferguson.
East will be.
East End will be Sandra Lang.
Okay. West End
will be Ryan Goon.
Oh, no, Ryan Goon.
Marcus will be Kendall Williams, I think.
Okay.
And I think the other Central will be Jay Philippe.
Okay. All right. And so they're head coach for each one of the disciplines. That's how it works, Mix?
Yeah. Actually they have different persons in charge of different disciplines.
Okay.
So I think Jay Philippe,
but they'll be the point person for that constituency.
They will be a person that you will reach out and they would then guide you and say, hey, this is who you need to contact if you want to be on these teams.
All right. So if you're tuning in and you want to get involved with the Grand Bahama games, I guess you should. Like, who wouldn't want to be a part of this? It's like this. If you're old enough like Carlo, you can remember these things. This speak hosted on ZNS. Everybody used to be watching this. The entire island used to be involved. And that's the expectation for this going forward. We got the 8 Mile Rock crowd in here. They're watching the volleyball games. The excitement is in there. You see each one of the constituencies inside and the different colors. Previous night, I came inside for the opening ceremonies. All the dignitaries would have been there. So you can see each one of those would have been in the middle of the week. So one or two of them might have some other things going on tonight, but it's an energetic night. If you're not here yet, plenty places in 8 Mile. Get some food from. We stopped by our Steven spot before we came here and make some hen and egg. Thought of that hen and egg.
Also with that, yeah, so I received the point system on how if there will be an overall winner.
Okay.
So the points are as follows. It's 25 points for the first place, 20 points for second place, 15 points for third place, 10 points for fourth place, and 5 points for fifth. So as you winning these as these different disciplines play, you definitely will know how to score. So if volleyball is won by, let's say, I've got a bias here. So if volleyball is won by Eastern, Eastern will have 25 points.
Understood. Understood.
Down the line.
Sorry, so they have a scoreboard here on the board, so you can see as it stands now. Look like Marco City might be up there. Look like they have 7 wins, 1 versus 1 loss. On the men and on the women's side, they also have 6 wins versus 2 losses. Pine Ridge will be in second with 2 wins and 2 losses. East mix trailing a bit, 1 win, 3 losses. Central is winless and they have 2 losses. And West Grand Bahama has 2 wins and 4 losses on the women's side. Men's side, Marco City also is leading. Pine Ridge is second with 4 wins with 1 loss. East 3 wins, 1 loss. Central is 1-1. And West is they're having a hard time. They got 1 win versus 5 losses. So let's see if they can make a start. They still have a few more days in order to see if they can catch up. But Marco City is sitting very well in this Marco City Bulldog.
Hey, listen to me. And everybody, like you said earlier, everybody wants to be a part of it. I've seen the unthinkable the other day on opening night.
What
Night, Coach Ronald Ferguson had to suit up and is playing in his Grand Bahama game.
Mix, I saw him with all the tights and all the boxing colors.
Yeah.
I know Ray is a guy who likes to dress up all the time. I realized he actually going there gonna play. Think Ray still got it next?
Well, yeah, I know. Earlier that day, I saw putting on those bionic sleeves on his leg. He had to rub some Band-Aid.
So he walked past. He smelled like a
he had his own inspection next year. I thought I was at the hospital. The only thing I can say to Ray is Ray don't stop when he helped the living. They don't raise the dead.
The funniest thing I would have said is Franco and Trions when they used to play basketball back in the day. Franco had his thing, he's sprint there and walk through it, stand up.
Yep.
I don't Ray at that stage yet, but that's just a tip for you, Ray, if you're listening in.
But you know, it seems that we're on a break right now, so I guess we can take a good time to take a quick commercial break, and so we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's fine now. That makes going. I want you feel like you put you to work. I notice you right.
No, 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 no. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Okay, okay.
I'm good.
I'm glad you wearing this jacket and hat today. It's a great,
Hey,
it's a great Bay Paco fan.
this my team, Sonny. I can never give up on them.
I call it this over in it. Oh, come to be live. So good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome back. We got part two of our night tonight. So this is Pine Ridge versus East Grand Bahama. Pine Ridge versus
Pine Ridge Central.
Central. For Pine Ridge versus Central. And this is the second. This is the second part of our
Pine Ridge
match
Central,
tonight.
right.
And you just tuning in, we got the legendary Mr. Ricardo Lightburn. He's representing the Grand Bahama Sports Council.
Yep.
What is your position there, sir? You're the vice?
Vice chairman of the Sports Council, which is a entity that is only created for the completion of the Grand Bahama Games concept and also the preparatory aspect of getting sure that Grand Bahama has a team
Correct.
available for the Bahamas Games and when that does happen. Going back to 1992, when we introduced the concept of the games, which is to unite the country through sports, which is the backdrop for this particular aspect in terms of unity through sports for Grand Bahama. But that's just the focus. It's a voluntary process. We have all given our time to make sure that one, these games come off. They are in honor of Churchill Tenant Olds.
Correct.
And two, that we get a indication as far as the associations to get a pretty good grip as to where their athletes are. The intent, hopefully, is in 2026 to once again the Bahamas Games to be held in New Providence, and the intent is to give the associations a head start,
Correct.
which is to allow them to prepare themselves and take a look at the players that they may have and select them, and thereby giving them an opportunity to present a team for the council to ratify to go to the Bahamas Games and represent Grand Bahama. So that is the sole purpose of this.
Nice.
And we wanted to make sure we have it this year. The minister actually spoke of having the regional games when we were in New Providence for the last Bahamas Games, but that didn't materialize. So in order to bring it back, we went to the island games. And so all the islands, we're starting here in Grand Bahama. There will be island games in Andros, Eleuthera, Long Island, Cat Island, as well as even in Bimini. They were going to, but Bimini will stay with West Grand Bahama, and they'll be coming in on the weekend to participate in the baseball concept. But it's a voluntary basis. Myself, Yvonne Lockhart, who is one of our executives, also Helena Cooper, our chairman, Darrell Ware. That's, what we do. In the last Bahamas Games, I took the team to New Providence along with Helena and the Ms. Lockhart. We made sure we played well. Cecil Thompson, also Harold McPhee. So we just volunteered to keep sports alive. And again, the concept of the Grand Bahama Games and the Bahamas Games is our baby. That's it.
And Grand Bahama's appreciative of it now. I was thinking, I remember the last time we had this, I'd have been a bit 10 in age. So I don't remember every detail of it, but I remember being on ZNS and watching this and wanting to be a part of it. Now we did have a gap in between. I think the last one we had was some 20, 25 years ago.
Yeah, and see, the problem we had is that the concept is an important one in the country, but because of our 5-year exercise that we go through, dreams get dashed.
Understood.
Reality is that we're not doing this. We're not going to spend the money on it. We're going to do certain things. We found that in the last games that we had in New Providence, it was an outstanding success. Reason, many of the kids in the islands that would have never been given opportunity to showcase their talent was able to do so.
Correct.
Unfortunately, in this country, we're having situations where because we are divided by water, we never get an opportunity to see the development of the islands. And these games were created to do that. these kids that'll go from here, and I'm praying that the minister decides, or whoever the minister is, we go. We'll decide to have a youth games, which will have the 25 and under concept, which they did in baseball in the last game.
Correct.
Because then you can get a very good indication as where your national programs are.
Mhm.
Because as the players you see on the court, Whitney and Bristol and many of the veterans here, they will eventually fade away.
Right.
But the youth component that's here will allow these young athletes to play. And so they'll be the next group of athletes for the Bahamas Games. And that's what this is for, to see that you can go out and do so. And then, too, a lot of people don't know their neighbors.
That's true.
And so
That's true.
this is an idea now for where these young ladies for Central Grand Bahama and for Pine Ridge can get an idea of who their neighbors are.
Correct.
And so now they know that they live in the same constituency. So they can now take this component. Volleyball could use it. Softball will be able to use it. Basketball can use it. Baseball could use it. Soccer will use it to then enhance their programs and take the youth component and go with it.
Yeah, and it's a lot of corporate knowledge, like mentioned, getting passed on to the Whitney and Bristol's, but passed on to some of the younger kids. Like this is an aspect I didn't think we saw much inside the Bahama game so much. I think that was dominated by mostly the senior athletes.
Mhm.
So this is a good mix in order to see some of the younger kids. I'm hopeful this just as in volleyball, this actually transpires to the other sports as well. But
Well,
some of these kids, they're like really young, man.
what will also happen is something that is very special about sports. A lot of people don't understand that friendships for life are created through sports.
Yeah.
This is the only entity
Yeah.
in the world
It
that allows you to
Doesn't matter
build
your
friendships.
doesn't
for
matter your
life.
demographics. Yeah.
I don't care where you are in the world.
Uh-huh.
You have individuals who are sports enthusiasts for life. You look at track and field.
Nice play.
Our elite athletes, they're friends for life.
Right.
They run, they compete, but when they leave the sports and they become that John Q citizen again, they're friends for life.
Yeah.
And they will transcend into to the future. I competed in the first Bahamas games. Kirk Bowe was my roommate. Kirk Bowe and I have been together for well over how many years? I'm not even going that far back. But we are friends for life.
Correct.
In 1976, I competed on the Bahamas 50 team in New Providence and won a gold in the pole vault. My teammates then, Chanel Ferguson, Bradley Cooper, all these guys are still my friends. We still are in a chat. We still talk to each other every day because of the advent of sports, and that's what it does. And
Yeah.
I don't care what they say and how they do it. Sports is the only avenue that creates friendships for life. You can go to church, you can go to school, but if you play sports and you know the competition and what it takes to compete, and you compete on the field, when you leave this court and you go outside, you're friends for life.
Correct.
But when you come back on this court the next day to play, you're going at each other like
Correct.
crazy. Same
Correct.
when you play baseball and softball. And when you cross the line, you become warriors. But when you leave the line and you come out here to John Q. Public's vicinity, you are friends for life.
Yeah,
You'll go to bat for each other for the rest of your life.
Yeah, correct.
That's how it works.
Correct.
And that's what it is. You know, I have colleagues in Trinidad and down in Jamaica and Barbados and all throughout the Caribbean where I've worked and covering sports events. They are my friends for life. And we stay in contact with Jamaica. We just had the hurricane go through Jamaica. I spoke to Lance Whitaker, who was down there with Sports Max, to make sure he was okay. He's in Kingston.
Okay.
And see how they're doing in that regards. Penny Hyman and all the folks down there, they are still my friends. You know, we work the Olympic Games, but we're friends for life. And that's how it works. This unites us.
Some final question. What's your take on, like we like to say on this show, this is the greatest time of sports and sports history. Of course we can't end the Bahamas. Of course we can't quantify that, but we're saying that because of the how well John Quell Jones is doing, Josh is Sean A. Miller Weibo, and we have now VJ Edgecombe. How well these guys are doing on the international level. What is your outlook on sports locally, and how can we progress that here in the Bahamas?
The problem we have here is the coaches don't understand that these are not your athletes. These are the parents' athletes, and they use sports to develop. You got to know when to let go, and you got to know when you're above your head, and to go from there and to make some things happen. Um, when I first met, for example, VJ, I went down to Bimini with Gilbert Roll, Pastor Gilbert Roll, or Apostle Gilbert Roll, and I went to St. Augustine's College in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay.
That's my teammate, friends for life. This kid, he said, has all the talent. We watch him on the floor there at Gateway. You had to get him out of the country to where he could develop and become the next athlete. The same thing applies with Sean and all the other athletes.
That's
The
challenging.
difference you have is countries like Barbados and Trinidad and Jamaica have a national sports programs.
Right. Correct.
They have a document that you could put in a coach hand. This is the national track and field document. This is the national soccer program. This is the national hockey or cricket program. Everybody knows exactly what their role are, and you can go from there. So regardless of the province and wherever you are, and now that we're basically surrounded by water, we should have national programs. Volleyball should be able to give a program to every island, and everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
So when you have your nationals and you get together, then you'll be able to move from there.
Understood.
But that's where we are. And then we need people who are serious about sports administration. There are many people who can play this game, but don't have a clue about what sports administration means and what it takes in order to run a league, in order to get players, to get parents to come out and support their children, to get athletes to bring their families out to play the game. And that's one of the things that has killed us sports-wise in the country. No national sports programs. We've been talking about a sports academy for
as long as I've been around.
I'm not even going to go down that road, but we have to be serious. We're more concerned about, okay, we want to fight crime. We want to do this. We want to do that. Sports is your avenue to help you. You have, and you could do it. You could do it yourself. You have a park in every neighborhood in this country. The Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Culture has sports officers. When I went to high school in Miami, every afternoon at 4:30, there was somebody on the park that was creating a program for young kids. I was fortunate that the neighborhood that I live in, once I got out, ball, soccer, baseball, track and field, whatever. And so there was something to do to take that energy that I had as a kid, what these children have, and utilize it.
Correct.
A sports officer shouldn't be going to work from 9 to 5. Your job should start at 3, 4 in the afternoon until 10 at night, taking care and running programs on these parks. Why do parks have lights on them all night long and nobody using them?
Correct.
That's the question a lot of folks have to answer. And that's why we have the situation we have today. You have these beautiful gyms. They're not being utilized. Why? There's no programs after school. Came in here tonight, the kids are having a ball on the floor, but they don't have supervision. Those athletes that competed with me and those athletes that are still a part of the game need to come back and do what they're supposed to do. You know? You got Mr. Martin and those over there who play basketball for this area needs to come and give back to their community. Goodwin is trying his best here in 8 Mile Rock. I get ticked off because the Grand Island Physical Education Association, high school and primary, doesn't bring the events to the Western District. So these kids are disenfranchised. They've always got to get on a bus and go to Freeport. No, take the games from Freeport and bring some of it here to West Grand Bahama so that the kids who are unable to get to Freeport can get a chance to play and they get a home court or home field advantage. It's simple things. And all the years in sports, and 29 years of covering sports, is something that I've been agitating for, and I've said it to minister upon minister. Do it right, man.
No, we speak.
Make it happen.
We speak same language.
For some reason, whoever they surround themselves with give them bad information, and they get bad advice, and they end up becoming what? A problematic situation that the next 5 years somebody else got to pick up And then the next 5 years is another avenue. And the next 5 years is another avenue. National programs are programs. Governments change, programs don't change.
Correct.
And you could develop and you could make this country, this little country, a better place. Look at JJ. JJ comes from right here. Buddy comes from right here. But Buddy had to go to Jack Hayward High. Didn't have this luxury, this gym here in 8 Mile Rock. But now you can see where he is, and he's prepared to give back to his community. But we need other little guys like the Martins and the Williams and the Davis and the Jones and those that are here in this district to do the same thing. Even in High Rock in the East Grand Bahama district. All right, you got the Langs and all the guys that there in Pelican Point and High Rock who needs to give back and do what they need to do. I am hurt that there's no senior league baseball. Why? A child plays until he's 16 years old, then there's nowhere for him to go.
Yeah.
But you got all these baseball players who are around here will sit and tell you, boy, I used to be one of the toughest fellas in the world. But what have you done? And what have you left? And what did you input and put in somebody's head? My little league coach was Randy Davis. Okay, Randy Roll, sorry, who played for the Atlanta Braves, who now lives in Bimini. When he said to me, what I'm putting in you, you need to put in somebody else. So I came back home. I coached Little League Baseball, Jello, Burrows, and all those were my kids.
Yeah.
They are now doing what I did.
So
And
somebody has
they're
to be
passing
forward.
on the tradition.
Correct.
Ricky Roll and all the guys. That's what you have to do. You got to give back. Always remember, and for those of you out there who love sports and who love this world, leave this world empty. And always remember in the back of your mind, I live by this thought. May the work I've done speak for me. Whether it's on air or off air, may the work I've done speak for me. And if everybody take that concept, this little country will be one of the best in this part of the region.
Man, you said more than a mouthful. Thank you so much for your wealth and knowledge. That's
A pleasure.
very, very grateful. I think we be at the same wavelength. We sound like we're preaching on the same from the same sermon. We literally be saying the same things on the show week after week. So
It has to happen.
Yeah.
It has to happen. You know, we're right now in the NFL season. And you sit there and you look at the excitement that's being created. You have the fans that are now pulling for their teams. Take that same energy
and put it back in St.
and
City.
encapsulate it into the 8 Mile Rock Blue Jays, Jack Hayward Wildcats, St. George's Jaguars, Bishop Michael Eldon Warriors, St. Paul Saints, Sunland Stingers. Put that kind of energy into helping. If the coach can't be there, you go there and help and make a difference and make that particular program the best little program you can. And you'd be surprised. The reward for these games are going to be when these little girls and boys become bigger and they come back and say, because of y'all, thank you. I am now able to go and do what I need to do and make some things happen.
Correct.
That's all you want.
Correct.
Make it happen.
Thank you so much.
Good
man.
job. Thank you, sir.
Until next time.
All righty.
Carl, we taking a quick break, right? All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And ladies and gents, we just had, I think we just completed our switch up just now on the middle of this Central Grand Bahama and Pine Ridge game. If you're just tuning in, if you're just tuning in to hear the Grand Bahama games, he's off the bench. Of course, my name is Andy Williams, aka we just had Lightburn on. Legendary to kick out Lightburn. He's talking a little bit about the council. It's just betterment of Grand Bahama in the Bahamas. So a lot of things we tell we like-minded. We're talking with six where everybody's speaking the same thing. So some of these things we need to get into play. We're gonna pitch him in now. Mix is on the floor. He has one of 8 Mile Rock's finest with him. Mr. Clemente Martin. Go ahead, Mix. Yeah, so we're here at the Grand Bahama games. We got a bit of technical difficulties. Clemente Martin, son of Sharky Barkin, one of the better basketball players in the country for a long time. Plays flag football as well. Part of our Rock Boy team who would have played in the Nationals the past few months. So they're going to do a quick interview and talk a little bit about the effects of the Grand Bahama games in the community. Okay, so we're having some issues with the mic there, so they're gonna come forward and
I think I was expecting to see more people there tonight, but I mean, it is what it is.
This is just right now, big, but let everybody know. The games are on. We need more rock. You need to come out. So you tell the people, let's go. Let's young people.
You will come out and support in my rock.
That's sorry, but none of it. Thank you for coming out to the show.
All right, so we're back, ladies and gents. Here. We're back, ladies and gents. I was interviewing. This is Ricardo Lightburn. And he gave a lot of background in reference to the city council, as well as you know, everybody knows him as a broadcaster for ZNS for plenty of years. Probably one of the best broadcasters we ever had in the country. So we're grateful to have him here on the show. We're talking volleyball now. We got some hot games going on, man. We got Pine Ridge and Central. I know a lot of the players out there, Mix. Zari is my little. That's my niece. One of the nice, and you can see they're not playing around with Pine Ridge. That's the president of the volleyball association in her own right. She's out there jamming.
Yeah. So we're back.
Just like that. I got Alicia. They're playing against her sister now, man. She's kind of touched on this earlier.
Yeah. So we like we said earlier, Alicia is they're playing against both of us sisters, and Alicia is making the difference on the central team.
Yeah, it seems like a very young team mix, but they get. I might have pronounced this jinx. You might have jinxed it just now. They have. They got. They got so much energy on that side, and but they lack of experience. I guess they're making it up with enthusiasm. Bad serve.
Yeah. No. Ladies and gentlemen, like you would have heard Clemente Martin was saying, come on down to 8 Mile Rock Chip. There's a lot of excitement going on. We have volleyball in the Grand Bahama Games. We got the chairman in the building, Darrell Ware. We're gonna see if we can get him probably in the next after the next game, so he can come and share what's going on.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy they got these games going again, Max. Only thing I'm upset is I know already. I ain't shape to play. That's the only thing I'm upset about, Max. I already go out there, man.
I ain't shape to play. That's when he played sleep. So we have the volleyball, the president of the Volleyball Association, like League here in Grand Bahama,
Yeah,
Miss
she had
Whitney and Bristol on the floor as we are playing for Pine Ridge.
Yeah, Whitney. That's if you know Whitney, she's with the mascot, the friend of the show, very big player. And Ricardo and I kind of touched on this too. So we talked about transferring some of that knowledge with some of the players. So you notice a difference between the age group. So you have some seasoned players and some not so much. So it's a good opportunity to know your neighbor, know who you live with, and pass that information on.
Man,
And then the relationships you build through sports. Too.
That interview with you, Ricardo, like, boy, I wish I was sitting in on that. That conversation looked like it was very insightful.
Yeah, man.
Very
Yeah, man.
informative.
Yeah, man. We're on the same page, speaking from the same song book. I didn't really have much questions to ask him because he touched on just about everything. Of course, he's well informed. He knows his stuff. Been a part of it. Very passionate about sports, and I'm just grateful to be able to sit down and have an interview with him, man. It's one of the highlights for me on the show, but I gotta be honest.
So I'm seeing the coach of the East End Raccoons,
Yeah.
Miss Sandra Langley. We're going to see if we can get her on. They'll say a few words. Miss Lang,
Yeah, talk about East. Next, you really biased by the East side. Max.
come on, East
You
side
really-
is the best side. East.
You really biased about
Miss
the
Lang.
East side, Max.
Trying to get her attention. She's talking to one of our players right now.
Yeah, she in game mode. She in game mode, Max.
Which game do we have coming up next, Kat?
I think one more women's game and then the men's games afterwards. One sec, I got it. Yeah, so East Grand Bahama versus Pine Ridge. That's the last women's game. That's what we got next. So Miss Lang is trying to get a team together, a female team together. She'll be playing against it's the same Pine Ridge team next. Is that more than 3? That's a good setup, Audience. It looked like they might have got away with one. I don't know. I thought they come 4. So this is one of the talented sister group out there playing.
So the score is now 9-13.
She's good to take Naomi. Hey, come in, take.
Good afternoon, Miss Sandra Lang. How are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Miss Sandra Lang. She is the volleyball representative and for the.
Well, actually, I am the chairperson for East Grand Bahama.
Oh, okay.
All of the
Even better. You're the right person that we want to talk to. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the chairperson for East Grand Bahama. That's my constituency, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm very biased at this point.
Go Raccoons.
Go Raccoons! Do you know the sound that the Raccoon makes? I don't know the sound.
I'm sure.
So you are the chairman for the East Grand Bahama Raccoons. What does the Grand Bahama games mean for Grand Bahama?
Camaraderie, friendly games, and even though they're friendly games, it's competitive and bragging rights.
So when would be the last time that you were seeing the Grand Bahama games played?
Ooh, a long time ago. We were supposed to actually have one 2 years ago, but it didn't come to fruition. So it's been quite some time. So it's an awesome joy to see the games and the old and the new, because you have the high school mills mixed up with the night league. So it's quite interesting.
It's very good. So so far, how much games have you as East End played so far, and what's your record like at this point?
Well, we played 4 games last night. We played 2 constituencies, 2 games each. So we won one of the 3, one of the 4. Tonight we played Central, and we won one. They won one, and we're about to play system works is everybody plays 2 sets,
Mm.
and then at the end of the games, they take the record of 4 of the best record, and the top 4 teams will go into the playoffs.
Okay. And so how do you feel about your volleyball team at this point?
Well, I think once we get our players out, we'll be fine. We had some players who were ill, so our team is basically coming together, and I think, well, my men team are awesome. We won 3 out of 4 games last night,
Okay.
and I think we're going to win some more games tonight. So we have a really good men's team. The women, once I can get everybody out, I think we'll be fine. But it's a competitive game, so I'm enjoying the games, and it's just really a lot of competition.
So you think that somewhere down in this process that we're going to see you on the floor, because we know you used to be at our league at some time ago.
Well, actually, I thought I was going to play last night, so I was so happy when I saw my 6th player come in. And I thought I was going to get on the court again tonight. So when I saw the players come in, I was like, oh, okay.
All right, we don't want no accidents out here tonight. So up next would be the next sport would be baseball. And but I know Eastern have the majority of the players. So I know Eastern is so as it's shaping up. Who do you think is going? You can be biased.
I'm not going to be biased.
But how do you feel like
East
with
Grand
consistency?
Bahama. East Grand Bahama. We're going to take softball. We're going to take baseball. We're going to take some volleyball. Now basketball. I think we can come together. I got some Coopers on my team. I got a bunch of Coopers on my team, so we can be good. Now the women basketball is up for the taking for anybody.
So at this point, do Eastern has a female basketball team yet? Because we always hear about men's sports, but sometimes we tend to forget about the fact that females actually play the sport as well.
I'm trying to put it together, so we're gonna get there. I'm trying really hard to put them together.
Okay. Well, I'm all on board. Me and Michael co-hosts both live in East Grand Bahama, so we're repping the Raccoons all the way.
All right,
so
go Coons!
Go Coons! So we will be supporting you and the Raccoons all the way, and we hope that you do a good job and come on top.
Thank you, and thank you for the coverage for these games.
No problem. Superior Talk right off the bench is here to support all athletes in Grand Bahama and the Bahamas in the whole.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us.
And have a good evening.
All right, you too. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Sandra. That was Miss Lang from the East End Raccoons. She is the chairperson. So if you are interested in playing any of these sports in this Grand Bahama game, reach out to her. Reach out to Sarah Sandra Lang. And 826 8666. 8668. My Lord, I'm mixing all the numbers up. Reach out to her. We're going to see if we can get another representative from one of the other constituencies to come on down and talk.
Max, why are you trying to get all these representatives to play, man? What you want them to do? Listen, man, the round full, it'll take long, you know.
Boy,
what you trying to do to these people, man?
You need to know. You can't coach me if you don't know what to do.
We in the middle of this. A close game. See the score?
Next point wins.
Yeah.
Just when they thought they had it.
Boy. Just when they thought. It's a very close game.
Yeah, there goes a buddy of yours, old school.
Yeah, hey, that's my boy, man. That's the GOAT, Mix. That's the GOAT right there, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. It's exciting. The next point wins. The score is 16-16. Pine Ridge is serving, so if they serve this and they got an ace, I bet you didn't know with that.
Oh, man. Come on, Max. Wrong person to hit it to. At least see this. Uh-oh. I say it by Zaria.
Oh! Pine Ridge wins.
Wow.
So they would have split sets in that one.
Oh, man. I know Lisi wanted this one so bad for Sister Bianca.
So up next, the East End Raccoon will be going up against Pine Ridge. And from what Ms. Lang was saying is that the men's East End team is pretty dominant. They would have won 3 of their last 4 games last night.
Ms. Lang biased.
She
biased.
I think
you want her bias.
I think she is, and I think I am.
As she should be.
Go Coons! Someone call into the show and give me the sound that a raccoon makes. The only thing I know, one time I had some raccoons in the back of my yard, and I turn on the light, the raccoon freeze. I don't know what that means.
How much you stealing, Max?
Say, if I didn't hear you, call into the show. Call Carlo phone.
Max and the raccoons freeze.
Cool.
That means because he's stealing. You know what I mean?
That's what I
Crease
said.
a crook.
Because we gotta be a little bandit.
Yeah, you
He thought
got his shit.
I know we thought I ain't see him, but I can see you like this, cat. You can't trick me. I know you. You all call into the show. Call Carlo number 919. If it's busy, try backwards.
All right, so up next we got East Bahama versus Pine Ridge women. Pine Ridge back at it again. And these are quick sets. The intent is for them to be quick sets, but they've been so competitive they're going down to the wire. So each game you'll see, but been settled by like one game apiece. And we got a full night out here tonight, ladies and gents. So if you're tuning in, if you want to be part of this action, you can come on down to the 8 Mile Rock Gym.
What do you say? How you mean? What are you doing?
You come on straight down to the 8 Mile Rock Gym. Small entry fee. Everybody's here. There's plenty of excitement here. All the games are not finished yet, so you get to represent your constituency. Whatever constituency you're from. You're from out east, you got time to come drive down here and come watch the game. Central, Pine Ridge, Marco City, likewise. Come in here and represent your teams.
So we're taking a quick break. They're interviewing Zedness is here with Jay Philippe, and they're interviewing one of the players from Central, friend of the show, Mata.
Yeah, good job. Way to go, Mata.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. All right.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jason.
And I'm Cheryl. Join us here on Superior Talk Bahamas YouTube channel every Tuesday at 6 for Let's Talk,
where we talk about issues that matter to you. We try to come up with workable, practical solutions so we have more action and less talk.
See you on Tuesday.
Yo, what's up, Bahamas? My name is Andrew Williams, aka Cat.
And I'm your boy, Mix.
And we're representing Off the Bench, the #1 talk sportcast in the Bahamas.
In the world, my boy.
My bad partner. So we cover anything sports throughout the Bahamas. We cover our Bahamian athletes wherever they are, and they're making waves in sports. We cover them.
Hey, just tune in to us every Wednesday here on Superior Talk at 6 o'clock p.m.
The #1 talk show in the world, Craig.
You asked and I delivered. Island-ish is back. The podcast you guys have known to love, to like to call in, to like to interact with. We are officially back. For the ones that don't know me, this is your girl Yams. Hearing me on Mix 102.1 FM or your favorite TGF_Yams. With the 2 S's, we're back with Island-ish right here on Superior Talk. So make sure you're following the page. We're going live this Thursday, 6 p.m. Don't miss it. Follow us. It's about to get lit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than the bionic man. Because I'm looking at his legs. These he look like his legs.
No, man.
He all scrap up with these compression tights on, boy. One thing you can't do is hide age.
You come out of retirement. This ain't even a normal sport, volleyball. So it ain't the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than Coach Ray Vano Ferguson. He is the chairperson for
Pine Ridge. The number one constituency.
Well, Ray, I can't say that because me and Kat have a horse in the race. So, what is your take on the Grand Bahama game so far?
I mean, the Grand Bahama game so far, we just started with volleyball. I mean, it's going very, very well. The games have been competitive thus far. And all the athletes seem to be in some sort of shape, and that's what you want. You don't want, when we get ready for Bahamas game, there's no fitness level. So it seems to be going pretty smooth thus far over the past 2 days.
Is there any teams that is dominating or is the talent pretty balanced?
On the female side, it seems, I don't want to be biased, Pine Ridge is pretty good. East has a few good players. Central has a few good players, as well as Marco City have numerous players. On the men's side, we have Marco City. We got several of the Bahamas game players and national team players on the team. East Grand Bahama as well. So Pine Ridge and Central and West End and Bimini, you know, we in the mix. So we be able to do our thing.
So which one of these disciplines do you feel like Pine Ridge is going to dominate and it's going to show?
Man, all.
All. So it's a possibility that Pine Ridge is going to take all.
All.
That's pretty.
I believe in my squad.
Well,
softball, basketball.
So you have a pretty good. So you feel you're saying that you're gonna have a pretty good team in the basketball.
Yeah, man. I think
you don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
No, I don't want to do it.
But if you can, maybe you give us one or two names of that.
I ain't gonna let none of.
Don't let none of them.
No, I ain't gonna let none of because they listening. They watching.
They
watching the mix.
They watching. So I seen you would have to scrap up. How are you doing out there? How is the level of play for you at this point?
It's very competitive. I haven't played volleyball in quite some time. It's a different feeling. It's like when we played flag football. The pain is totally different from running.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Ray Vano Ferguson would be the chairperson for the sports in the Pine Ridge area for these Grand Bahama games. And if you are interested and want to play in one of these sports, if you play a sport that is going on or going to happen in these Grand Bahama games, Coach Ray Vano Ferguson is the person to reach. Again, we give them that number for us so they can reach you.
242-727-6826. Feel free to hit me up. The next spot up, baseball will be starting on Saturday. So if you're interested in running the baseball team as well for Pine Ridge, you can hit me up ASAP.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Coach Ray representing the Pine Ridge
Builders.
Wow. That's tough. Pine Ridge Builders, ladies and gentlemen. Ray Vano Ferguson, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
For coming on. And Coach Ray said now they're going to win every sport.
Every sport. Ain't nothing changed. Wait till track start next year.
All right, then. We'll see you later. We'll see you later after this.
All right.
back in the East mix. I figured I'll be back in the East. He's live on it now. Good, what's going on? Closes out properly.
Alright, ladies and gents, so that is game time. The winner of that one would have been Pine Ridge Builders versus Easton. So up next, still have an opportunity to come here if you haven't done so already. But we have up next, we got, excuse me for the delay. We got East End versus Pine Ridge Women. So Central Grand Bahama versus East Grand Bahama men will be playing up next. So you guys get here Leon Coopers and Quentin Cooper. Mom will be a part of that squad. And I don't have the roster yet for Pine Ridge, but Ronald Ferguson will be playing inside that one. He got all his gear in. We'll be shutting off, so we'll be going live. So we thank everybody for tuning in. We thank you for your time always. This is Off the Bench, powered by Superior Talk. We're live pod. If it's your first time tuning in, we're a live podcast. We stream every week on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. And then we thank you for your time. We'll see you guys next week.